Okay, hey guys, so I'm back with another video obviously. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to learn the basics of HTML, CSS and JavaScript and what they are. So as you can see here, this is going to be the HTML. For example, I told you in the last video, HTML used to display something on the web page, okay? So if we type a paragraph hello world, it displays hello world on the web page. Suppose in the green color box is the web page. So P is basically a paragraph element which it used to display paragraphs. Okay. So and CSS is used to style the web page, style the objects on your web page. So this is going to be the CSS box. Okay. So I type font color red. It changes the font color to red as you just saw. And JavaScript is basically just used to control the workflow or show alert boxes or and etc. Okay, so here if I do alert hello world, it gives an alert box saying hello world and it gives an option. Okay, so we can change those options, but right now that's not needed. So yep. Okay, so I hope you understood what CSS, JavaScript and HTML is used for. So if you haven't understood or if you have any doubts, you can leave them in the comments below. I'll reply to it. Okay, so you can launch a text editor now. For me, it's Adobe Dreamweaver. For you, it may be Sublime Text or Brackets or whatever you downloaded or you have. Okay, so in Adobe Dreamweaver, let me click on Manage Sites, and then let me create a new site. And just select the folder where your files are going to be stored. For me, it's on an external hard disk. Okay, so let me go to my folder. Where's my folder? There. Choose. Okay, so you can name the site whatever you want. I'll just name it blog. Then you don't really need, or you can just select the folder here and you can just create blog and click save. And there you have it. Done. Okay, so here let's create a new file. We'll name it index.html. Index.html is going to be a home page or like where maximum like all the home pages are named index.html because usually servers just go to that index.php html or whatever by default, and that's just the naming label. So yeah, so let's open this up, and as you can see, Dreamweaver already created a brief template for me here. Okay, so let's start with HTML. So here, let me just explain step by step what these are. So first, this is known as these are known as tags. Okay, so what are tags? Tags are basically something which you type in your code. Like you type in your code between the tags. Suppose you want to display text, you type that between the tabs. You want to change the title of your web page. That's done here in this title tag. And what you display on your web page is done in the body, and what happens in the background is done in the header tag. Okay, so and the header tag, the body tag and everything else goes inside the HTML tag. So doctype HTML is basically defining that you're using HTML5, the greatest and the latest version of HTML. So here we have the head tag. As you can see, Dreamweaver, it shows the opening and closing tag when I click on it. So what is an opening and closing tag? An opening tag is basically like where you start the data you're going to be displaying in that particular tag, and the closing tag is where you're going to stop your data. Here, this is the opening tag here, and this is the closing tag here. So the only difference between an opening tag and a closing tag is there's a backslash before the text inside the tag. So as you can see already, the tags start with a lesser than symbol and end with a greater than symbol. And in the closing tags after the lesser than symbol there's a backslash. So yep. that's HTML. Okay, so next is CSS. So the CSS can be typed in a separate file and can be defined the head inside the head tag, or it can be typed inside the HTML document itself. Right now we're going to do it inside the HTML document itself. Okay, so before that, let's type something to style. So here we have the body, and so let's create a p tag. Let's put a p so that we can type something in. Okay, so let's say hello YouTube. So once we've got that, we can add a style tag here itself to add CSS here. As you can see, this thing Dreamweaver gives me all the options. Say I want to change the font size. I do that using font size. I do that using the font size tab. So I can put it 20 pixels here. Okay, so here, and in case I don't want to do it there, I can always do it in the header tag. So I can open the style tag and close it, and then when you do it here, you have to define to what you're going to be applying that style. So here it's for the p tag. So if you want to apply the style to all the p tags on your web page, you type p, space is not necessary, okay, and opening curly brackets, and closing curly brackets. So this is where all the styles for your this thing is going to go, all the styles for your p tag. So say I want to change the color of the text to red. I can change the text color to red. Oh, sorry, font color. It's not text color, font color. Sorry. Yep. Font color, right? Yep. No. My bad. It's just color. Damn it. Why do I keep forgetting? Okay, so yep, that's it. That is basically CSS. So when you view this on your web page, the size of this will be 20 pixels and the color of this will be red. So next up is JavaScript. So as we told before, JavaScript is to control the workflow, blah blah blah. So JavaScript can be it can be typed anywhere on the web page inside the script tags. It can even be typed in a separate file and be linked just like CSS. So here I'm going to be typing it inside the header tag itself. So it starts with the script tag, and you can just close and with the closing tag, and you can start typing your JavaScript. So say when I load the page, I just wanted to alert hello world. And just remember, in JavaScript and CSS, after end of every line of code, you need to have a semicolon. In this thing, other than some places like conditional statements, and in CSS like the opening curly brackets and closing. I'll explain what all those are later on. Okay, now that we've typed in all our code, we can go ahead and view it. In Adobe Dreamweaver, there's live preview, so I can just click here, and I can click Google Chrome Red app. Well, yep, and make sure to save it every time you make an update to it so that it gets changed there. Okay, so here, see, I told you, right, like in JavaScript I typed hello world. It gives an okay, and it gives hello world here. Okay, then here we have the paragraph hello YouTube, and it has a font size of 20 pixels, and it's it's the color red. So just to make sure you're not confused, you can change this to say 50 pixels, and see, as you can see, it just changed to 50 pixels. And if you want to change the color to blue or something, okay, the color changed to blue. So yep, that's it. And if you want to open the file in any other text editor, you can just go to where your file is stored. For example, It's mine is stored in mine is stored here, project index. You can just click on the file here, but for me I have live preview, so I don't need that. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, I don't mind it. Any suggestions, comments, everything in the reviews comment section. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.